It automatically records. And I think I can. I don't know why. I guess it goes live on Facebook. I don't know, man. I'm still learning, still working at it. You know. This is all. I figure the first month is like test run anyway, man, to try to see what I'm really doing. I had my candy to go to the movies, and I'm not going to the movies, so I'm doing the candy now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say you could have just not done the candy at all, but that was your.
No, I'm doing the candy. that's happening.
I don't think the movie was the plan. I think it was just the candy.
I feel there is a constant. There is a constant in this situation.
I'm a movie buff that will go to the movies sometimes just so I can go get candy. Because I don't eat candy. I like whatever, trying to curb my my diet. I don't eat candy and fast food as much anymore, so I try to make excuses and shit when I so-called fall off the wagon. I feel like, man, I feel like I plateaued and I haven't done that whole weight loss pin thing in a minute, but I'm like, I feel like I still gotta go. And I keep saying I'm gonna do another round, and I'm like, no, man, maybe I should stop. But it's hard as hell to still continue to lose like another 5 or 10 pounds. It is not easy. Not at all.
Ew, peanut butter.
I remember I used to think you just didn't like Reese's, and I think it was a while before I realized you don't like peanut butter.
Hence why I don't like Reese's.
Right, we'll make that.
Devin got Reese's for Valentine's.
I sure did.
Did you?
Yeah. I had one yesterday actually. It's like a heart box of like the mini ones. So I just eat them when I pass by. Say what's up.
Right. Yeah, I remember something you said. And I was like, damn, that's so true. That you felt like the heart or the Christmas tree ones or whatever, they seem like they taste better than
they're way better than any other normal Reese's. It's in I don't know what it is. Like I think for me, it's without the hardness, right? Because like the regular Reese's cup.
I was just gonna say it seems creamier and softer and shit, right?
Yeah. It's like they need to have those year round at that point.
So we need seasonal Reese's year round.
Yeah. Christmas tree, jack-o'-lantern, heart, Easter egg, all of those. Those are it's great. Okay, what else? What else is in there? I think that's it.
There should be one every month.
They should. They really should, because like there are months where I go without eating them, right? Because May and June they don't have seasonal things, and then every time I buy one, they just melt. So it's like, why am I going to eat one?
They should have Black History Month Reese's.
But it's just a fist.
That would be amazing. Little power fist Reese's, I would eat them shits all 28 days. I get one for every day. For sure, man. For sure.
I thought you could only eat half.
Yeah, my boy JP said that as a joke. It cracked me up, and Devin was like, this was already a joke. This was already a conversation, right? And half Breeze, we're going to get to celebrate half the month.
Yeah, I forgot who I told. I called a couple of my friends. So I was like, yeah, my celebration only lasts until the 15th. That's all I'm celebrating.
My boy Marvin, that was mulatto, that he used to have some of the best jokes, man. But anytime he would meet somebody else, he'd be like, hey, man, we're shit. Us half-breeds got to stick together. It's rough on us. Like, shut up, bitch. Everybody thinks you guys are great. And stop it.
think Erica said she's watching. Hi, Erica.
Easy E, what up, Erica? What's up, girl?
Can you
You
see
know, you
people
see
who are,
it. Say again.
can you see people who are watching?
Not on here. You know it, and you know there's probably a way to see it, and I have no idea. Well, no, because you know what I mean. I'm streaming it live on YouTube and on Facebook. So, but for some reason I can't. I don't know. I can't see the. I can't see the Facebook ones or something like that. I can't. I don't know. Wait, show on stream. Maybe that one's it. Oh wait, who did this one? Are you putting that on there?
Me?
No, that's something else. Can you see like there's stuff coming up, but I don't know what that is, huh? Oh, that's something else. I don't know what that is. That's Denoris. It's coming up on screen or something like that. I don't know. I'm still learning. Still learning this whole process. But y'all like my shirt? Represent.
When did you get that? How old is that?
I don't even remember. I think I got it from J.C. Penney because it was on sale. It was like $8 or something like that. Just get rid of them. I mean, Vegas is all about the Backstreet Boys out here. I keep my squad alive. When you hung out with Erica, it was just you guys?
Like just now? Like wait, what?
Valentine.
Oh, well, for Valentine's Day we had rehearsal, so we were in Orlando, and we didn't really do much. But on Thursday, so like the 12th or something, we just went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
Cool.
Good. I got something that I couldn't finish and then forgot to eat after. It was the
Sounds like Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it was the honey truffle honey chicken. It was so good. That one bite I had. Yeah.
Shoot, I would look. I was mentioning like let's talk about just friendships in general. And yeah, I was curious that because I know you and your girl. I know you guys like kind of. I mean, I know you guys do your thing and it's you too, but do you guys don't really hang out with other friends with you guys together that much, or do you?
Well, we do. I mean, that's the thing. Like with rehearsal and like Ad Infinity, like we're always either driving up together or and there's no really any alternative. So it's like when we hang out, it's either because she's like just not there or we're hanging out together. So there's and like, you know, it just makes sense more times to just hang out together as like a group rather than try and like split off, you know. But that's the thing, like everybody's cool with everybody. Like I don't have friends who don't like her or hate her, and I hope it's the same way on the other side. But like, yeah, so we're always hanging out with each other and each other's friends and stuff.
Because I remember you guys had a couple, you had a couple. You went, with your crew, with your friends. You guys had a few relationships in there and stuff, man. And right, and a couple of them didn't all pan out, or some was that because let me tell you, I'll tell you this, like because I'm really trying to make this about now and then, right? Me being the old dude, you being a younger one, but I mean, let me tell you, man, I had a bomb ass crew. I've had several crews in California before I wound up moving to Florida, right? And not just my group of friends, but usually it seems like one of the things that always breaks up a crew is somebody either dated within the crew or there was a couple in there and someone, either they broke up or something like that. And I just, I used to always be like, damn, man, there should be a better way to deal with this, because I feel like you wind up losing not just, friendships are one thing, right? If you're close with somebody and you guys are going to be friends for life or whatever situation. But sometimes the crew is a whole, it's a relationship on its own. You know what I mean? So I didn't necessarily lose friends, but I lost that crew, and the crew was a friend of mine. You know what I mean? I loved having that. I was, oh man, what are we doing this weekend? And we kind of lost that. And a couple, I'd say one time for sure, it was really about like relationship within the crew that kind of went wrong.
I mean, yeah, I think there was only one time where that happened to me and Erica. Like it was kind of like when we were in high school, and like it was just for something like that. Like it was also kind of like through COVID, so it was like so easy to just like
So easy, yeah.
lose. Kind of, I don't want to say like you said, like I don't want to say lose friendships, but just like that, I guess, group to kind of like die out, and then I don't really like hang out with those people ever. Nor really talk to a lot of them. Like I mean, dude, like I don't talk to a lot of people from high school. Like the only person I really still keep in touch roughly is like Jay from time to time. But then
it's literally like 2 weeks ago. You make it seem you're not 30, motherfucker. You're like, that wasn't. If I, for
well,
me,
yeah,
I'm saying, yeah, man, I don't keep in contact with people from high school, but that was like 40.
But no,
you,
like that.
But you're young, so that kind of, like I said, I'm not trying to judge you and your friends and how you deal, but most people are still friends with high school homies and stuff like that. 2-3 years later or something like that. But it seems like you kind of have. You don't hang out with that many people from.
I mean, yeah, like I think that's the thing that we've realized is that like I know people who have like, oh yeah, I've been friends with this person from elementary school since forever and blah blah blah, and like, but it's like that and I don't know, me and Erica go through so many different, not only just like friend groups, but also just like experiences, so where we meet different people, to where like we do different things, and then our other friends either don't do that or we don't see them when they do that. It's like, that kind of thing. So it's never really like on purpose, but it's one of those things that just like kind of just happen. And I think like I think it's just like at this age of like experiencing all like, like trying to move out and trying to get a new job and trying to like, stuff like that. It's like, it really, really changes up the way people can hang out, want to hang, like all of that stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not. I don't have like bad blood with anybody or anything like that, But it's all.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, not that I've heard any stories from you of anything bad happening, but I've been to like 2 or 3 year New Year's Eve parties, and as in a group of people.
Yeah, but see, like that's what I'm saying.
Man, who the fuck are they, and what happened to so and so and so and so? It was literally just 5 days ago.
But like, oh yeah, no, like this is different. I've been friends with this for like 6 months. It's like it's just like the and I hope, honestly, like I've been thinking about that, because I really hope it's not like going to be a continuing like a thing that keeps happening. I want some of these people. I need to have like I want to keep somebody for like a couple years at least. I don't want to have a different group for new girls every time. Like I want to try.
Me and you are a little. Are you saying your boy he posted on Hayes, my favorite bartender DJ?
That's Steven. He said my favorite.
What up, man? What up?
DJ.
What up? No, but look, I would love to hear Denora on this one, because she has a different mindset about. Like for me, I'm always like, I'm trying to. Like if I'm hanging out with 10 people one year, I'm hoping it grows to 20. And I went through that when I was younger, man. That was, our group was getting big, and we did, there was some, we were promoting and doing pool parties and stuff like that too. So, I mean, our groups got big. It was getting to a situation where we were just going places. And then usually as soon as we wind up somewhere, we're hanging out a group of 10 people and stuff like that. So, your mom, I'm wondering if she's gonna say she's more, it seems like, and she's had friends over the years and stuff like that, but she's never trying to like be like, well, let me get 50 friends so we can hang out, 50 of us can hang out like 2-3 years in a row. So
yeah, I'm like I'm not the friend collector of the group. The first that's more you guys.
Denora she'll just check to see if she'll talk to whoever we bring in. It's like, all right, he's cool. He's not. Tell him he
Yeah, right. She's like the moderator, like decider if like they're cool or not.
But let me ask you this. I mean, do you see that with, like with me and Denora, we have friends, and then we, friends, or we have even whatever you call it, a group, whether it's 2 people or 5 people. But then I also noticed that maybe they have a whole group of friends. And, like, and I mean, I think about like you and your with the percussion team and stuff like that. And I know now, especially now, even going to Atlanta, you got new friends. Do you see like a group and it's like, all right, man, maybe we can go hang out with so and so and his friends? Or are you guys pretty much cool? Like, all right, man, we could just sit back where we are now, or
Yeah, no, that's definitely, like all of that happens. I was gonna say too, like another thing that like that affects that is like where everyone lives, because it's in Orlando, everyone, and even when I was like down here and still meeting all my friends, like there was people who were moving in up north, or just like oh, I met you, we're actually cool, but you don't live here, you live in Jacksonville, kind of like Steven in the in the chat, right? Like stuff like that, where it's like that also changes things on like, like if I keep being friends with them, or if it's easier to keep in contact with them. But yeah, no, I mean, like there's so many little groups that just like naturally happen, that like because I get it from you, I talk to everybody. It kind of like, no, I wouldn't say puts me in there, but I'm comfortable with like everybody. Like I can talk to anybody, to where it's really like it's just natural, and like it kind of starts to be like a bigger group, and not really like small groups per se, because I like big groups. Erica does not. I would love, like every time after rehearsal, we were like, oh, like let's all hang, like let's try and get like 10, 15 people. And she's like, what are you doing?
No,
I don't want to do that right now.
Familiar?
Yep. I was like, can we just go home? Just like that. Just peace and quiet for one.
We could probably laugh about it now, you know what I mean? But I feel like Denora should say something to represent Erica.
Yeah, right, bro.
Like, no, and the funny part is that I see her future. Like I waking up on a Saturday or Sunday with a different person sleeping on the couch. I'm like, where the fuck this person come from? I was like, oh yeah, oh sorry, that's a friend that I just met at the bar. I didn't want him driving home. I was like, okay, yeah.
That would
see her future. Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely happen. That would definitely happen. And the funny thing is, I look back on it now. And there were, for me, I'd still, whatever. I'm still like somewhat. I'm still that outgoing dude and want more friends than less. But now living by myself as long as I have now, and especially being in Vegas as long as I have, not having a shitload of people to hang out with. Now I'm getting used to it. I'm loving the privacy as well. Wish I could still do more, obviously, but now I'm like, damn, man, I kind of see where Denora was coming sometimes. It's like, hey, like it's cool to be friends, but man, you need to start having some boundaries. And I think that's a term you use a couple of times, is like, man,
yeah, it's been 30 years. I finally understand, Like,
oh, look, he's growing up. Maybe she was right.
She's like, damn, 30 years for your ass.
I mean, because also, right, like you were also living by yourself before you even moved out to Vegas, right? So even longer time than you're kind of used to, just like, and then even then, when you first really moved out by yourself, you weren't really hanging out with a lot of people. You weren't inviting people over. Like it kind of was already starting. So now that you're like, God,
well, look, I'm about to, and
you're more secluded,
And I figured this was going to happen sooner or later, right? I'm trying to do this podcast. I'm going to wind up talking about people and saying shit that they probably didn't know. And I'm like, damn, I have to hear some. But like, I love my homies, especially my cool homies. But then at the same time, like, you're always like, all right, man, well, you've been on the couch for a couple of days. I love you. You can't get your own place, man. You know what I mean? It's like I want to hang with you, but just the 24-hour thing, I can't do it. Like a lot of us, a lot of people, check it out. If anybody's listening, friends, when we used to do these pool parties back in the day, like Jason used to really call it out. Like I used to love to have these, we'd have two jacuzzi suites and they would be connected, and we'd have like 12 people between, and somebody sleeping on the couch, two people in the bed, and I loved it. And now I'm at the point where now I'll go on a trip with somebody, but only want my own room. I don't even want to share. I don't even want your room to be next to mine. I want to find you out, out at the pool or something like that. And so, to Denora's point, the maturity level kind of, it takes longer for some people. But Jason back then, I mean, he's only a few years younger than me. Jason was like, "Oh hell no, can't nobody stay in my fucking room. It's just, I got my room. I want my own shit, so I can, So it might have been a difference in personality, but it was also some maturity in that regard. So it sounds like with you and Erica, it might be a similar situation. I don't think you're as bad as me.
So like, I mean, now that you kind of like, I guess are really getting a taste of both, like, what do you prefer? Like, what do you really like? What are like some pros and cons that like, no, I think I really do like in the end, like this one, like more like,
yeah, you know what, and I guess this is a sign of maturity as well when you see things from other people's point of view. And for me, it was, with me and your mom, with me and Denora, a lot of it was I never wanted to change who I was. So I think I started looking at it like that, right? I'm like, man, this is who I am, and blah, 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 blah. And then finally, when I got away from that and just said, well, where am I going? Or who am I going to be next year? Who am I going to be 5 years from now? Then I start really realizing, all right, man, let me figure out what it is that I like, not just necessarily what I was used to growing up. And then like, I think that's what happened is I realized, well, actually, I kind of like it like this. So to answer your question, a perfect example is we had all gone to New Orleans one time. And I don't want to say I didn't get invited. It was a conversation, everybody. And then I decided late. Everybody else had already made their plan to go. I think it was right after things started opening up for COVID. I think we went right after St. Patrick's Day or something like that some years back. And I remember when I decided to go, I got my own room. And I wasn't sharing with somebody, and I woke up whenever I wanted to. I didn't have to meet anybody anywhere, and I found out, I'm like, yeah, no, this is me. And I, even now that I look back on 7 people in a room, I'm like, I think I would have rather just have my own room, met up with people when I wanted to, leave, go when, you know what I mean? So it was like, damn, man, it took me all this time to really realize this is where I wanted to be.
yeah. And I think because like, like obviously like because being a son of yours, like I kind of like, was looking forward to some stuff like that. But like, although I would have some moments like that, like I'll staying in the same place, bunch of people, couch, like chair, wherever anyone can sleep. Like it's cool to like get both now because Erica's just like, so like, yeah, no, I want to be alone and it just needs to be quiet. And then I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then, so I'm at a point where like, I still like hanging out with a bunch of people, but I can like compromise and get both kind of, like I can kind of string it along as far as I can until she's like, okay, no, like we need to go.
Your mom was like, where was that, Mark?
I think you learned to compromise probably about 3 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Right after COVID.
Right after COVID, yeah.
But it sounds like a corny thing to say, but I'm sure you hear that and see that on even movies and shows. That the COVID shit really did. That, to be real, it really did change how I handled a lot of friendship situations and a lot of social situations and stuff. So, and like, I mean, I make that joke about work all the time. Even when I talk to coworkers and stuff, I'm like, I thought I was going to miss it, man. I loved having friends at the office, wanted to do happy hours and hang out for lunches and stuff like that. So I thought it was going to really bother me having to work from home when COVID started and stuff. And then next thing I know, I got so hooked on the privacy or the maturity of having the privacy and looking out, taking care of things and stuff. It actually cleared my head a lot more. And I gotta say, I probably owe that a lot to COVID happening, because who knows where my mindset would be now if that hadn't happened.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
same thing with like, same thing with school and just every work and job, like school, it made high schoolers realize like, wait, I could do this from home. Like
mm,
it's actually possible. Like actually there's a teacher at Orange Theory who said that ever since COVID happened, she like had a whole year at like Flanagan, and then after that she went straight to virtual school because she was like, I still like, now I can make time for my kids but still
mm,
grade and still do the things that like I was going to school to do. And with like mom, right, with like with your work now, like you guys, or I guess kind of both of you, you were going into the office every day, and then her job was just like, hey, we're still making the good amount of money, if not more,
right, if
doing
Yeah.
not
everything
more.
from home, so let's just stay home.
Yeah.
It's
Man, it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
No, I was agreeing. Yeah, it's true. It's changed, and there's definitely a lot more remote jobs now than they have
yeah.
ever been. So
Mm.
I'm sure
Like it
you can.
was. I was an hour and what? I remember I was taking like an hour and 10 minutes to get to work. Hour and 15 minutes. So I was like 3 hours out of the day I get to keep for myself now. Man,
Yeah.
it was huge. That was very, very huge. I do remember. I'll tell you this much. I remember. I'm, I'm still mad about it too, man. Because remember, your school was tied in. We would get text if you were ever late, or if you were ever absent. And it's COVID, and you're doing virtual classes at the dining room table, and I'd get a text if you were late. Well, how the fuck is this dude late from his room?
Yep, I was right there. I was right there. Could have just got up, sat right here. Yep, late
Remember one
every
time
time.
I texted you and I said, "Look, when you walk out, make a left, go down the hall, make a right, and then it's right there, man. It's right there."
The school is right there. You just flip it open and then hit the power button. Erica
No, but
used to say it was always because like she would wake up, log in, and then go back to sleep, and then like forget or something like that.
oh shit, there's the class going on.
Yeah.
But but still, I think COVID, like I said, not just work, but it really did. It changed my thought process around, even just around friends in general, just my social life in general, man. And so it did. It cleared my head for me to figure out how I really, because it probably was, and D could probably speak it. I'd say, what was that, 6 years ago? I would say COVID was about the time I start really realizing, like, man, I need my own. I got to, not only do I need my own room if I vacate at times, I don't even want the regular room. Like, no, man, make a little more money. I got to make sure I have a suite. I need a couch and a separate, you know what I mean? And so I really did mature in my mindset of how I was dealing with friends socially and hanging out and doing things like socially. And that's to her point, to her joke. I'm like, most people do that. I think like how I feel like you're doing it at, in your early 20s, where here I am. I was like 40 something by the time I start realizing, like, oh, this is the grown up thing to do. Let me, this is what grown ups do.
So Mark, one
Yeah.
of your friends, Jen, commented, and she says that it could be also maybe like an introvert extrovert type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, but what, saying that I'm moving towards being an introvert? Because I don't know if that's the case, but
You're like, okay, that's a stretch now. Let's calm down.
No, she wasn't saying it for you on your case. She says, I also think for me it has to do with extrovert versus introvert and
oh, I
how
see.
to recharge myself, etc. And maybe it's a little bit of both, depending on what's happening in work life and if I've been on with customers and traveling a lot with single mama, toddler life, etc.
Hmm.
But she does agree. COVID did overall change the way we changed our lives.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely see that. Definitely see it. And you know what's funny? If I can say this, like, as outgoing as I am, living out here and really not having a big crew of friends, I will go out. Whatever. If I sit at a blackjack table or something like that, I'm always going to talk. But I'll literally go out sometimes and I'll be by myself, and because I'm by myself, and next thing I know, I catch myself being introverted. You know what I mean? Like I really won't now in this day and age. I really won't be just. I can't be. Sometimes I'm like I can't be that guy. I can't just be starting conversations with everybody. That just seems weird. So sometimes I will go out and I really just want to people watch, be a little introverted, not really, feel like I have to start a conversation every 5 minutes with everybody that's
I
around.
mean,
So
maybe it's in you, man. I mean, you're go to the movies and watch something alone. That's insane. I feel like that's like it's not insane. I can't do that. I can't even think of doing that. I'd be so bored.
you're
Like,
just
what am
not. You're just not. You're just not. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. Well, I will say this. I started.
It took me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I did. That was probably the one introverted thing I did first out of anything was going to movies by myself. And I remember I'll never forget actually it was when I was staying with Owen and Jason, and I think they were both working, and we were supposed to hang out later on that night or something like that. And I really was bored, and it wasn't even the time to go play ball. It wasn't like nobody, whatever. I really was like flat out bored. I was like, man, I'm just gonna go to the movie because I remember somebody else telling me that they had gone, they love it. And the first time, I'll never forget, I went to see one of those Jack Ryan Harrison Ford. It was like called Clear and Present Danger or something like that, a long ass time ago. And I absolutely loved it, man. And it was like how people read books or do certain things, man. For me, it was like I didn't do anything but concentrate on that movie. I don't talk to anybody else. It really was like an introverted type thing. And so I became hooked on it because it started being where the movie was even better. So like I said, so I mean, I get why some people are introverted because sometimes I guess maybe like what your friend was, what she was saying, like, it gives you a chance to kind of refocus and, re-engage, just kind of reset yourself when you do something that's introverted, like going to the movies by yourself, man. And so I feel like, I don't know, maybe it is an older person thing. I don't think I know of any or heard of any 20-year-old or something like that, that has
who
gone
goes
to
to
the
the movie
movie by
theaters and
himself.
watch by themselves? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't think
Now
so.
it's flipped because if like right, if you say it now, he's like, you went to the movies by yourself. Now, if someone says, "Hey man, you want to go catch a movie?" I'm like, with you?
Wait, like
Just
you want to do that like together, not just like watch it
together?
on our own time and then talk about it?
Like I'm like,
like
why don't
normal
you?
people do?
Right. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to the movies with you. Like, no, it just seems weird. Now, I'm not even joking about that. That just seems weird. If I had a homie come out and they were like, "Hey man, we're gonna go out tonight, but you want to go catch this movie?" I'm like, "All right, well, you go see that movie. I'm gonna go see this one, and I'll see you when you come out because I'm not going in here together with you, man." What, Junie? Hey, let me tell you, Junie, when I watch those, they're actually like some of my favorite commercials now. And they say trying to keep people being their parents. I am not even exaggerating. Every single one of those commercials, I've done every single thing in now. Like the recent one they were showing, the guy was starting a conversation with the people at the valet place. That's me. Dumbass, just dumbass. Like now I do every single thing in those progressive commercials. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
For if you can't see the chat, Junie on Facebook said progressive commercial worthy when they say you're getting like your parents reclusive, leave me alone itis, like it's a mature thing for sure. Yeah, like and
No, it shows up in the chat here. I'm learning. I'm learning
yeah.
the app. I'm learning the app, man.
Well,
It
it shows
shows
up
up
for
here.
you, but for other people who aren't
Oh, I
watching,
got it.
I don't think it does. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure. Oh yeah, because I think I can. Can I do that on here now? Yeah, I guess I can. I don't know what that is. I still got to work on that. Oh yeah, there it goes.
Hmm. Yeah, I think there's different ways
You
you
can
can
see
do
it.
it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Learning, but I get for my
but now you're
$19 a
covering
month.
Dino.
Good
I
thing
don't
my
know, man. Hey, I tell you this much. I mean, I think that's a thing of life. Like I said, man, it just I start looking back on certain things that I used to do and now don't do, and every once in a while it'll be something to know or pointed out to me. I'm like, shit, yeah, man, now I get it. I get it now. So, but I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with how you handle friendships and groups as well and stuff. So I don't know. That I mean, when Denora said that, it's just so funny because I'm like, I feel like that she's right. Like I feel like this is you and Erica, or can be, or that aspect of it is similar to what me and Denora kind of dealt with socially. And so now it wasn't a huge problem or anything like that, but yeah, it seems like you guys will probably be having those conversations come down the
Yeah,
line.
for
And
sure. The fact that we already have some of them now. Yeah,
yeah,
it'll come up. It'll come up. All right, I got a random question for both of you. Would you rather have a mullet or a ponytail? Like for like if you don't have any other choice, like your hair had to be that mullet or ponytail.
It's an easy ponytail for me. I don't know about Mark, but
yeah, it sounds like for males, it sounds like a Latino question, man. Because but I will say this though, me being old. Now, what for the brothers, it wasn't a mullet. White people had it, but we used to call it. And only older brothers are going to know this term. We used to have a shag. It used to be a shag. If you look at some of them, Bobby Brown when he was in, or like New Edition, I'd say Ralph Tresvant, Robbie Brown. Look at some of those old pictures. It really was like the black person mullet, and it was kind of like this, and but it came out back here in the back. So, and I used to rock the shag for a minute, man. So, wow. I was. Every once in a while, you'd see a couple of brothers that did kind of do, obviously it didn't happen if you had the nappy hair, but people had maybe hair like yours. Every once in a while, they'd be like a little tail. I didn't see it that often in the hood, so I didn't really do it. You know what I mean? You just, you kind of usually do what other homies do because you don't want to get talked about. So,
but it's coming back though, Mark.
I think I mean I know a few people who have them now. Like they're
exactly. It's coming back.
My hairline is not coming back.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Forgot about that.
That shit has gone away, man. Look, ever since when I cut my hair down and my brother told me I looked like I had 2 cul-de-sacs right here, that was it. That was it.
That's horrible.
I'm not even joking. Actually, I've never had hair on my head since that day. That was it.
That was the last time ever.
But I'm saying, the funny thing is with you, I would have thought by now having that half-breed type hair, but whatever, there's a lot of Latino brothers like, having hair like you. I would have thought you'd have been done something different. I feel like you've been kind of the same hairstyle, because I think we tried to didn't we try to get him to do it's not a mullet, but it tried to get you to do the thing where it was kind of like shaved on the
and
side.
Then I didn't want to, and then Erica saw me get my hair cut like that on accident, and I've been getting my hair cut like that ever since because she said it was the best haircut I've ever gotten. She was like, Devin, you need to get that haircut again. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like the kind of person I am with like things like that. Like I'm like a if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Like if the hairstyle's working for me and I'm comfortable in it and it looks good, there's no room for improvement, change. Like I just why change it? It's the same thing at like Chipotle. I get the same bowl every time. Why get anything different? It tastes good every time. And it fills me up I don't get it. I everywhere. Like I go to Chick-fil-A, I get like the same thing. I might switch it up with like a drink, maybe add a beverage on the side. But
we'll go for the Coke instead of the Sprite this time. You know what's funny about that? I think like as a specific, every time I go to Chipotle, I get something different.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. That sounds actually sounds insane to me. Like, why would you like getting the same thing I got last time? Erica's always like, what do you want to eat?
Mini version of
what I always get.
It's hard for me to get the same thing at Cheesecake Factory though, because I feel like there's still 12 items that I need to get there, and I used to work there, and
so there are places where I would still I have to do that. At Cheesecake Factory, I can't physically get the same thing. Like if I already got that, like, why would I get it again? There's 64 other entrees that I could get. Like,
While you're eating yours, you're just watching different ones go by. I'm like,
damn it, I could have got that one. What is that?
you got to put that on the list. Well, let me ask Denora, have you? I don't even think I've seen any pictures. Like Denora, do you think you would ever wear short hair? Like ever? Short
Not
cut?
super short, but I am thinking about cutting at least about 6 inches. That's a lot.
That's like 8% of what what is that's not even it doesn't-
Wait, that's kind of wait, yeah, compared to your hair, that's not really.
Oh,
yeah, that's not
yeah, maybe like lower than my shoulders. That's probably the shortest I would go.
Mm.
So you never had a cut where you had no hair on the back of your neck.
No.
All right, Cheryl. All right.
No.
You should wear it up like that one time. Be interested. With all the AI shit, we could probably check it out.
Oh no, didn't I show you? So I had AI. I wish I could share my screen, but I asked AI to give me some short haircut ideas, and it changed my entire face with it. I'm like, that doesn't even look like me. I mean, I like the
That's
hair.
the sign. They're trying to say you don't have a face for sure. For sure.
Like, change your face while you're at it. I'm like, geez.
Okay, before you cut your hair, can you change
Rude.
this first and then think about cutting the hair?
I want you to look like that Mexican chick in the Aliens 2 movie.
I don't know who that is, Mark.
Yeah, that was too specific of a reference. You lost me.
Yeah.
You lost me.
That's it's the first Latin chick. I don't know why. I know there's like 1,000 of them, but it's the first famous Latin chick. I think she.
Alien 2 or Aliens?
Well, it's Aliens, but I like to say Alien 2 because some people don't realize that Aliens is a second one. By the way, that's my all-time favorite sci-fi movie.
Aliens.
All time. I think I can look it up too, man. Let me see if I can see it. I'm gonna look up Mexican chick and Aliens. I love how Denora said I asked AI, like AI is a friend of hers or something.
She is my friend. I call her Chatty.
It's horrible. It's gonna turn into one of those movies, dude. Name it.
I know. Don't hate me, Erica. I love ChatGPT.
I'm probably not the first person to say it, man, but I feel like I wish I had the skills to do Saturday Night Live skits and shit like that, but I'm pretty sure there's a skit called Black GPT coming out. It's somewhere, man. That'd be pretty fun.
Okay, I have another question.
Sure, man.
I got asked this past weekend. I want to see your guys' thoughts. If you had to fight an animal with your bare hands and win, those are the requirements. Bare hands, no tools, nothing, and you have to win. What animal would you choose to fight?
A chicken.
Oh my god, that's so ruthless.
Who are you, Rocky? You're not gonna catch the chicken.
I can't do anything bigger. So I just
That's just all I got. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
There was I could do.
That chicken will whoop your
no, not if I grab it by the neck.
You can use your feet. Like it's you can stomp.
Okay, look, this wasn't a realistic question to begin with, but nobody's using their feet on a chicken. Do you know, man? Nobody can keep
They're
that
fast.
Is
You've never
what's your animal?
Wait, but I don't get what you mean by have to win, because that sounds like that. I guess I feel like you're saying don't pick an animal that you would want to fight that you know you're gonna lose. Pick an animal that you
Yeah, like pick an animal that you think you have like a good shot at winning, like, or maybe not even a good shot. Like if you like feels by like a thin line, like you like barely survive. Like you really think like if you tried hard enough, like you could fight that animal to the death and win with your hands.
Right, so it had to be an animal that would fight back. So I think it'd be a kangaroo. I would love to like take on a kangaroo.
What?
kangaroo would whoop your ass, Mark.
It's the
Yeah,
only
I got a better chance against the kangaroo than you do against the damn chicken. For damn
No,
sure.
You
it
picked
would
the
be
one animal that goes.
Yeah.
A cock
Juni said
diesel
a cock diesel
hamster?
hamster.
What is that? Okay, I need to look that up. I don't even know what that is. The
I
fact that it
don't know
says
what it
hamster,
is.
it's already like.
Juni's probably thinking of a Vin Diesel hamster like that.
I think it just
Hamster.
looks like a very strong hamster.
I'm telling you, I don't even have to be in my younger years. I bet you I could take on a kangaroo. I'd be right up there with it. Because in my mind, I can't fight anything that's way shorter than me. I feel like it'll have the advantage. I can't get, but I'm not fighting no bear because he might whip my ass. But a kangaroo, me and the kangaroo probably about the same height. I think it gives me the chance to go toe to toe. I'm sure he's gonna do a couple of the jump kicks, but I'd have to get him, get him off his spot.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so now my answer kind of it.
No, I was just about to say, wait, because I'm assuming you asked that because you already had your.
Yeah, no, I do. So mine would be. It's a little specific, but it would be a tiger shark out of water.
It's what?
A tiger shark outside of water.
I'm not. I guess that makes sense because tiger sharks are supposed to be tame, right? They're not like,
right.
Wait,
yeah,
and
then
are they like huge?
No, they're not. They're like. Let's see. Let me double check and. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like with sharks like that, like their mouths are like this is where their mouth is. You know what I mean? So if I'm up here, and I'm like, like they can't bite me. You know what I mean? And if you hit them in the nose enough, it like really disorients them enough. I've done research. Like I'm ready. Like, get me out there now, and I'll survive.
We can make that happen, man. We can get to SeaWorld and we can we'll sign you up for swim with the tiger sharks instead of the dolphins.
That's probably the best place to do it too. They probably support it. They'd probably be okay with me trying to.
You can make that happen. Man. I want to make sure we don't stay too. Oh man, it's like 47 minutes. I just realized like how long it was. Well, the funny thing is to circle back around. I think the reason I was even bringing up the whole friendship crew thing is because part of me wants to, whatever I've been doing. I know you want to call them New Year's resolutions or something like that, because I had this mindset that if you think of what a New Year's resolution is, why wait till that date? As soon as you think of it, just make the plan in the next couple of days or whatever. So, but one thing was trying to, I don't want to say get back into, trying to, have a, group of friends or people you can hang with or not, because I don't want to go backwards either. Not necessarily about personnel, like who I would hang out with, but I want to start doing more things, but do more different things. And, if that's with old friends, fine. If it's with new people as well. But I was kind of curious what it's even like nowadays. Because like I said, since me living out here the way I have been, I really have been kind of out of the loop as far as, hanging out and people and things like that. So, and I know, like talking to Genoa, I mean, I let her talk for herself on this one and stuff, but even in, as people move on and people go in a different way, it seems like hanging out is not the same as what it used to be. You know what I mean? So that's why I was asking you both, like, how do you even see that now? Do you wish you had 2 or 3 more friends to still hang out with? Or you wish you were doing things different? Do you wish you were kind of doing things that you did before? Like a question to Denora first, you know what I mean? Like friendship wise, like what would you, see, or how you see yourself friendship wise or crew wise, going forward?
I don't see myself crew.
I see myself crewless.
Yeah, I have enjoyed a lot of doing stuff on my own, and then also like just my mom and I on the weekends. That I don't know. It's just brought me like a different perspective of like hanging out socially. Like, do
Yeah.
I miss the
Right.
partying? No. Do I miss the drinking and being hungover the next day? No.
Mm.
I don't know, my social craving for the same things that I was doing maybe, I don't know, 5, 6 years
No,
ago. It's not the same anymore.
I was
I,
gonna say
I
your
want to
perspective has
travel.
changed.
I want to travel. I want to do stuff. I want to experience things. I love peaceful stuff like farmers
Mm.
markets and like, you know,
I
yeah. So my mentality is just different.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Devin, because that sounds about what I was trying to get at for me, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I I'm like still kind of like in the in between of like, it's there the things that I do like within the whole week now, like it forces me to kind of be by myself, like
Mm.
I'm always either working or studying or drumming or like, any of those things.
And to
It's
add,
like
to
kind
add
of
to that, and explain. Let me ask you this: to add to that, I mean, keep going with that. But when you say forces you, because that's what I did to myself, right? I forced myself to not have a crew, at beck and call come Friday. So forcing myself to do that forced me into changing my perspective, like the Denora was talking about. So, do you think that because of the activities that you have, that kind of forces you to change your perspective about how you want to deal with friendships or friend groups or anything like that?
yeah, I
Or do
mean,
you
for
have your
sure.
own mindset?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, maybe force is a harsh word, right? But I think it kind of naturally happened to the point where like now I don't really hang out as much,
Mm,
I'm tired. I always either just want to be at home or like it's a lot of times where I don't really want to go out that much. But then there's
kind of
still a
reaction.
part of me that like still wishes I had a good like 5 or 6 person like friend group that I was like, hey,
Mm,
let's all go hang like right now. And we're like, okay, bet. Like,
yeah.
there's like, the convenience of like still having like that ability to just like hang out with people that I still wish I had, but like I still kind of do have, so it's those things where it's like I'm in the in between, right, of like where I mean I'm okay with being like by myself or just with Erica to just like work, eat, go back home, then
Like
practice
this
them,
crew
and then
now, do you guys try to like when you go, because you go to not to air your laundry and stuff, but so on the weekend you guys are doing the thing with the team with Infinity, but do you guys make plans to go, or does it just kind of like, hey, so what are you guys doing, or just, do you guys ever, hey, 2 weeks from now on this date we should quote unquote like that, or is
yeah,
everything just
I mean, a lot of that's happening. We had a Super Bowl thing that was kind of last minute. They had a
okay?
plan, and we were like, well, we're actually both kind of like off on Monday, so like let's just do it. And now they made a plan for like Erica's birthday weekend. They're gonna do
Oh,
something like on Sunday, so like stuff like that. They'll kind of go out and do, and like again, that's one of the things where it's like we're getting different experiences, meeting new people who
mm,
do these things a lot more than what I'm used to, that I kind of like, and having those big
okay.
kind of group hangs that Erica doesn't like so much, like I, have kind of always wanted. So it's like, again, it's like the in between of like still like, yes, it's great to have like my own time and like work on the stuff I need to and still be productive while also
Mm,
having a good like group of people, maybe not all together, but like me myself, I have a group of people that like
mm.
I know I can call this person to hang out right now, or I know like, hey, if you're not doing anything, like we can go hang, like, so
No, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think because I mean, and I'll say that, me having kind of having that whole thing, like, because I used to make this joke to people a lot, especially when people say, "Man, Mark, I know you." I'm like, "Man, you don't know me. I've I've had 5 or 6 different groups over the years, and I mean, your personality changes a little bit over time, not necessarily just maturing, but you just you become different a little bit in certain aspects. So I've had a crew in the 80s, and then a crew in the 90s, or two different, what I mean, all the things. So now, kind of like to Denora's point, now my perspective is different. So I kind of want that, like you said, I kind of want that in between, man. I kind of have built myself to really enjoy or find benefits to having my time to myself and stuff. But I wish I did have sometimes to get out with a group of friends, and not just to see old friends, which I never really want to lose friendships. But it would be nice to start doing something, and it'd be like something new, or whether it's with a new group of friends or not. But it would be nice to have that balance there, man. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm starting to do a few little things different and stuff. So that's my goal right now. Is to get, like what you just mentioned. Is my goal is to get there. Really, I gotta meet some people now. I gotta wind up seeing my ass hanging out of these damn pickleball places, which I've never been before.
Dude, I was supposed to go pickleball the other day, and the dude freaking flaked on me, bro. He was like, "Yo, I just saw this."
I feel like I'm still not sure. I only met one person. It was a friend of a friend that actually, not as funny as popular as it seems to be. I know no one that does it. So I'm not even sure if I'm the right person. I feel like I'm going to get out there. I'm going to be making jokes, and somebody's like, "Hey, dude, we don't really do that out here. It's not. This is not how we pick. This is not how we pick a ball." I'm like, "Oh shit. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry."
Like, okay, although, show me, man, show me.
Because then if it looks like people are like, "Yeah, well, your jokes can't be that crazy," and I'm like, "Yeah, this shit ain't for me, man." So I go back to doing the kickball that I did with some crews. But I do have one of my buddies out here that actually literally let me have some of his older golf clubs, man. So I'm thinking about actually trying that. And they have a couple of virtual places that I can use out here, and actually work on my swing and shit like that. But that's also going to be kind of funny, man. I'm like, it's trying to put me, as wild as I am, in a few of these situations. I'm like, I don't know, man. Some of these things are meant for something like me, man. Like somebody was like, hey, blah blah blah. You only play blackjack. We should do poker. I'm like, dude, I can't do poker because I fucking run off at the mouth, and I'm making jokes all the time, and people get pissed at me and shit. So I'm like, it's just,
this is gonna be a whole thing of, hey, play. Are you pulling? Oh shit! Yeah, right. What's the cards in here?
I'm like, dude, do you ever shut up? Oh, my girl Jan pointed out. I don't know what she says. You can go hang at Chicken and Pickle off State Rose Parkway by the Costco. I don't know why it's called Chicken and Pickle. That sounds like a place for me to play pickleball, and Denora can fight a chicken while she.
Hey.
I was gonna say that sounds like a gay hangout, but this is...
but look, that's one of my things, is to try to take advice and go with them. So if my girl Jen says I should go try Chicken and Pickle, I'm gonna have to go do it, and hopefully I can do it soon. Because the next time we get on, I'm gonna bring up my Chicken and Pickle experience, man. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, dude. Check that out.
I'm telling you one thing though, when I get out there, I'm going to close with this, because I am coming out there. I'm trying to get the dates together and stuff. But I remember you talking about you guys doing the tennis thing, and we need to. I don't care if it's 2-on-2 or whatever, but we're getting on a tennis court, and we're gonna play when I get there.
Let's do it. Me and Eric are really bad, so be ready.
Good. I like to win, so I have no problems with it.
Okay, I was joking. We're gonna win.
Right. I'm like, I feel like you'd set me up and shit. Wound up having Roger Federer, fucking Serena Williams playing. I'm like, God damn. Fucking the hustle man shit. Well, hey, look, I'm gonna close this off. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I can't even believe we even got Denora on. That's amazing.
Yeah, right.
And I was doing my hair. That's why I didn't have the camera on, guys.
Yeah, we got it. Go ahead, cut that hair, man. Like, look,
cut that hair all the way to shoulder's length.
Yeah.
And change my.
Wow. Wow, 6 inches. Like, come on. That's just not a lot off the back of your skull there. But all right, man. Hey, appreciate y'all. Catch y'all on the next go round. I'm gonna have some of these details worked out, so I'm gonna know how to actually use this app a lot better. So we might throw some music in there, a couple little joke videos.
Some Facebook comments made it to the chat, but some didn't. Some stayed just on Facebook.
So
oh, I
know why. If you want to wait to talk about it,
yeah, we can stop the recording and then.
Yeah, I actually
well,
it up
because you don't want to embarrass me.
Like, well, no,
yeah,
I don't.
It was just
leak the secrets, dude.
All right, well, I'm gonna stop recording. See everybody next time, man. But you guys don't go nowhere, so you can actually show me.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, hold on. Stop.
Peace.